Hey friends! So how do you go about developing your animal side and learning how to grow as an animal if you don't have somebody to play with or somebody to interact with? I guess a lot of that depends on what you're hoping to get out of it. If what you're looking for is the interaction or the training or something like that with an owner, then yeah, that's going to be a lot harder to do on your own. But if what you want out of it is just to have a chance to be that animal, then that's something you can do on your own. That's something you don't need anybody else for. As time goes on, as you explore more, you're going to find more and more things that are the things that really bring you into your headspace. So, for example, let's see, when I was first exploring my puppy side, because I had a human puppy at the time, and I was like, oh, I wonder what would happen if I was a dog, so let's see what happens. Maybe I'll be like a golden retriever or something. And nobody else was home, so I just was hanging out in the living room, and I got down on my hands and knees, and I started crawling around and like sniffing at things and interacting with things and being a dog. And what happened out of nowhere, I still don't quite know how it happened, but I ended up being, do you know what a papillon is? It's a fluffy little stupid face purse dog. And I say that with pride. I'm a fluffy, stupid purse dog. So that I didn't plan on that, it just happened when I was like, I'm gonna let myself be a dog and see what kind of dog comes out of it. And that was actually more helpful that I didn't have anybody around at the time, because I was able to just be the dog. I think if there were people around, I might have been even more embarrassed that I was like a little yappy, fluffy thing. So having that space to explore my animal side without anybody else around me was actually really good for me. And if you do that more and more, you'll start learning the different things that bring out your animal side. So like certain chew toys, maybe certain textures. When I'm a pony, I can put on all of the gear, but as soon as the bit goes in my mouth, that's the main thing that puts me into a pony headspace. The feeling of the bit that I bite down on, that's the main thing that's like, oh, I'm a pony now. I mean, I completely looked like a horse before then, but that's the thing. And I didn't realize that would be a thing at the time, but it is. So in that, you can explore your animal side on your own and kind of develop it. So like figure out what kind of animal it is. What does it look like? Is it different colors? I'm a purple pony with a black mane and tail and black fetlocks, the fuzzy feet. And it's a Highland pony, because you needed all that information about my pony side. Anyways, the point is, I developed all those details about my pony side on my own, without anybody else telling me, or without anybody else, I guess I had other people around that I could talk to about it, but like, it came from me. It came from my own exploration and looking at pictures online of different breeds of horses and ponies and seeing what made sense to me. If you develop your animal side on your own and figure out what it looks like and what its history is, maybe it has a backstory, then you can bring that to another person and say like, this is my animal side, this is the whole thing, and here's what it likes, here's what it dislikes, here's how to interact with it. And that actually might be easier for you to bring to somebody, instead of being like, I want to be something and I don't know what I want to be. It might help with finding a person to play with too, potentially, because you already have a fully formed pet to present to them, to interact with. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know, I think that might be helpful for you. And as someone who's been a pet player for years, I've only had an owner, like an official owner, once ever, and that was my puppy side had an owner. And the only way I found her was that out of everyone I interacted with, she was the one who got the most excited to see my puppy side. So then it just sort of made sense that she would be my owner. Like, other people enjoyed it, but she was the one who got really excited to see it. So if you're in an environment with a whole bunch of other pet players and there's somebody who's really, really excited to see you as an elephant, maybe talk to them, see if they'd be interested in doing some more stuff together. But in the meantime, before that point, there's a lot you can do to explore on your own. So one thing I really like is falling asleep as an animal. So you think of yourself and you picture yourself as whatever creature it is while you're going to sleep. So, you know, if you're a dog, spin around 3 times before going to bed, or like if you're a cat, like do that mushing thing where you like mush the covers and you like knead the covers, K-N-E-A-D. Or just be lying there and picturing yourself as like a large mountain lion or something while you fall asleep. It's kind of cool. I usually sleep really, really well when I do that. I hope some of that was helpful to you, and thank you so much for watching. Bye, friends!